Okay. Namaste everyone. Today we are in class 8th and I am going to explain you chapter number 1st of geography, and the name of the chapter is resources. Okay. So first of all we need to discuss that what are resources. So resources are those things which are available in nature and which are having some utility. So we can define the definition of resources in three typical points. And what are those points? First point. The first point is resource available in nature. Anything which is available in nature, whether it may be biotic, it may be non-biotic, or it may be living, or it may be non-living. So all those contents of resources are known as, all these contents are known as resources. Okay. And the second point which include in the definition of resource, that is which fulfill our basic needs. हमारी जो needs है, whatever is filled by nature or the contents of the nature, that needs is fulfilled by all these resources. Okay. And the third point we need to discuss about resources is that it has some value. Okay. Suppose you may say that if stone is also already there in the nature, so it is not having some utility, so we can't say that stone is a resource. But when we convert stone in a typical resource or in a typical tool, then we can say that stone is also a resource for us. So if we have to define resource, we can define resource in these 3 points. First point is anything which is available in nature, or the things which is available in our surroundings. Okay. And the second point is which fulfill our basic needs. हमारी जो needs है, whatever our needs are there, we are in need of oxygen, we are in need of water, we are in need of foods, and all these things are provided to us because of nature only, and these things are present in nature. So we can define it in the second point, that is the which will fulfill our basic needs. And the third point is it has some value. I have already discussed about stone. So stone will be valuable when it is converted into a certain tool. So in this way we can define resources in these 3 points. First point is which is anything which is available in nature. Second point, which fulfill our basic need. And third thing, that is that which it has some value. Okay. Now let us discuss about types of resources. Types of resources are of 3 types. So how many types of resources are there? There are 3 types of resources, and these resources are, first one, that is natural resources, second one, that is man-made resource, and third one, that is human resource. Okay. Now first we will discuss about natural resource. नेचर में वो सारी चीज़ें जो अपने आप अवेलेबल है, द थिंग्स विच आर ऑटोमेटिकली अवेलेबल इन नेचर, birds, water, air, animals, crops, plants, trees, all these comes under natural resources. Okay. And why we are terming it as a resource? Because all these are fulfilling our needs. Okay. And the second type of resource is man-made resource. And what do you mean by man-made resource? When certain resources are converted into usable resource because of human beings or any machineries efforts, so then we can term it as a man-made resource. Right now all of you are studying in mobiles. So mobile, who made mobiles? It is prepared by human beings, na? So that is why we can say that all those things which are manufactured, constructed or created by human beings, such resources are known as man-made resources. This is the second type of resource. Okay. Now come to third type of resource. Third type of resource is human resource itself, means whoever is present on the earth in the form of human beings, they are also resources. Why they are resources? Because everything which is available in nature, no? So human beings, how they are resources for us? Human beings are resources for us because they are fulfilling our needs also. How? Suppose when you fall ill, when you fall sick, so you need to consult a doctor. So doctor will prescribe you, he will examine you, and then he will prescribe you medicine. So in this way doctor is also helping us. So when doctor prescribed us medicines, then we will go to medicine shop and then we are getting medicine out of that. So the person who is having medical shop, he is also a resource because he is helping us or providing us medicines. So in this way, doctor is also a resource. A person who is having a shop is also a resource. In the same way, your teachers are teaching you. Your teachers are enhancing your knowledge, and in that way they are helping you in getting education. They are helping you in improving your intelligence. So that's how teacher is also a resource. So in this way we came to know that there are three types of resources. First resource is natural resource, second resource is man-made resource, and third resource is human resource. Human resource is itself a resource because they are helping us in some or the different ways. In this way we can say that there are three types of resources. So once again we should move on to definition of resource. The resources are the things which are available in nature, which are fulfilling our basic needs and which have some values. In this way resources will be defined in these 3 points. After this, types of resources. There are 3 types of resources, and what are those? Number 1 is natural resource. Natural resources are already existing in nature. It may be non-living or it may be living. And second type of resource is man-made resource. Man-made resources are those resources which are available in nature and which are converted with human resource into some valuable or usable things. In this way we can define man-made resource. Some of the example of man-made resources are mobiles you are using, furniture, tables, your houses are constructed. So all these are man-made resources. In the same way, human resource, this is the third type of resource, and third type of resource includes human beings itself. And human beings, why they are a resource? Because they are providing us certain facilities. Doctor is helping us, teacher is helping us, engineers are helping us. In this way they are also a resource. Okay, so this is there are 3 types of resource: natural resource, man-made resource, and human resource. You know, man-made resources, human resources are very important resource, because out of these 3 resources, means natural resource and man-made resources, human beings are only resource which can apply their intelligence, so that the things which are available in nature, they will be converted into usable resource. जो हमारे मोबाइल्स है वो कौन बनाता है? हमारी जो टीवी है, या हमारी जो रेफ्रिजरेटर्स है, हमारी जो बुक्स है, हमारी जो स्कूल की बिल्डिंग्स है, ये कौन बनाता है? Whose efforts are needed in this? Human beings' efforts are included in this. That is why human beings, as they are including or inputting their intelligence, we are treating human resource as one of the best resource on earth. Okay? Now let us discuss about natural resources. As you know that resources are of 3 types. First one is natural resource, second one is man-made resource, and third one is human resource itself. Now further division of natural resources. Natural resources are divided into 4 categories, and these 4 categories are on different bases. First category is on the basis of डेवलपमेंट. रिसोर्सेज जैसे जैसे डेवलप्ड होते हैं उनकी क्वांटिटी जो है वो डिसाइड होती है, एंड इन दैट वे वी कैन डिसाइड आवर रिसोर्सेज. एंड व्हाट आर दोज टाइप ऑफ रिसोर्सेज? ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ डेवलपमेंट वी कैन डिवाइड रिसोर्सेज इनटू 2 categories. First one is actual and another is potential. So these 2 categories, they are having further definition also. So actual resources are those resources whose quantity is known in nature. कौन सा रिसोर्स नेचर में कितने अमाउंट में अवेलेबल है, उसकी क्वांटिटी अगर हमको मालूम है, इफ़ यू आर नोइंग इट्स क्वांटिटी, देन वी कैन से और वी कैन पुट इट इन द फॉर्म ऑफ एक्चुअल रिसोर्स. ओके, सो ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ डेवलपमेंट, first part is actual resource. Actual resources means the resource whose quantity is known to us. And second, some of the resources are there which are abundant in quantity in our nature. For example, sunlight is there, wind energy is there. So these resources we can put it in potential resources. Okay, its quantity is not known to us. That is why on the basis of development, actual resources are those resources whose quantity is known to us. Potential resources are those resources whose quantity is not known to us. Okay, this is all about the first category. And now move to second category. Second category is on the basis of origin. ये क्या हुआ? Okay, so first type of resources on the basis of development. Once again I am revising that the first type is actual and potential resource. Actual resources are those resources whose quantity is known to us, and another is potential. Now on the second category of the same resource, natural resource, is on the basis of origin. Or on the basis of origin, resources are of two types, that is abiotic and biotic. You might have studied in your junior classes about biotic and abiotic. All the things which are not having life in them, they are known as abiotic, and the things which are having life in them, they are known as biotic resources. So on the basis of origin, resources are further divided into two groups, that is abiotic and biotic. Abiotic includes all non-living things present on the earth, and biotic includes all the living things present on earth. Okay, and now move to third category. Third category or third form of resources is stock resources. Stock resources includes renewable and non-renewable resource. Renewable resource, you might have heard about this term renewable. Renewable means which get renewed again and again. जो चीज़ें दोबारा फिर से renew हो जाती हैं. We can say those resources are known as renewable resource. And renewable resources are water. Okay, plant itself is a renewable resource, so which originate and renewed one by another. In this way we can define resources, stock type of resources on the basis of two categories. First is renewable and another is non-renewable. Non-renewable resources are those resources which cannot be renewed, जो renew नहीं हो सकते. Suppose if we burn a piece of paper, we burn a wood, that is why we are not able to regain it. उसको हम दोबारा नहीं gain कर सकते. Those type of resources are non-renewable. And the third form is on the basis of distribution. The resources which are divided on the basis of distribution, those resources are known as ubiquitous and localized resources. Ubiquitous resources are those resources which are found in a specific area. Suppose polar bears are there, तो polar bears जो हैं वो particular area में मिलते हैं ना, so we can say polar bears are the example of ubiquitous resource. Iron ore reserves, जितने iron ores हैं, graphite हैं, bauxite हैं, all those things which are present in nature but they are in a specific space, those things are known as ubiquitous resource. Okay, and then okay, so we are discussing about resources on the basis of distribution. So ubiquitous resource and localized resource. So we have discussed two types of resources on the basis of distribution. On the basis of distribution there are two types, and ubiquitous resources are those resources which are found everywhere, which are not present at a particular place. So ubiquitous resource we can put water, air, these resources are present everywhere on the earth. So these comes under ubiquitous resource. And next, the second part or the second example of distribution of resources is localized resource. Localized resources are those resources which are found at a particular place. Polar bear are the example, iron ore is the example, or particular minerals are the example of localized resource. So in this way we have discussed about natural resources in four basic categories. And what are those four basic categories? First, on the basis of development, it includes actual and potential resource. On the basis of origin, it includes abiotic and biotic. On the basis of stock, we are dividing resources in renewable and non-renewable. And on the basis of distribution, we are dividing resources into ubiquitous and localized resources. Ubiquitous resources which are present everywhere, and localized resources which are present at a particular place. So in this way natural resources are distributed on the earth. This is all about the half of the chapter of our first chapter of geography, that is resources. Okay.